Then at 2 o'clock, I will be speaking to Esme Witbooi. She's passionate, she's confident, and she's results driven. And she's going to be talking to you today about confidence building. Just confidence, how to get super confidence, how to keep it and maintain it. And she'll be joining me at 1:30, and we're going to be talking to her and talking about lots of things. Esme is part of National Black Women Association, and let me tell you, she is also going to be speaking at an event which, if you listen later, you'll find out much more about, and that's called Unstoppable Confidence. Unleash the Superstar in You. It's all about unstoppable confidence, and that's at the Holiday Inn Bloomsbury on Wednesday the 27th of April between 6 and 9. Tickets are really good. It's only £15. You can either go to Sister Talk or the sistertalk.co.uk or telephone 0845 467 1148. But listen in at 1:30 and you'll know why you should go to that event, okay?
Urban Hit Station. Sherrie Dixon on Bang 103.6 FM.
And we need to stick with people who make us feel confident, who basically surround us with confidence, who will pick us up when we fall down and say, come on, brush us off, come on, carry on, because you know you're good. And that's the reason why I'm talking about confidence today. I have in the studio a lady that again, when I found out that I was going to be interviewing her, I thought, ooh, this sounds exciting. I don't know, you guys should know me out there. I like talking about passionate things, and it says in the description, Esme Witbooi. I'm sure she's going to correct the way that I said it, but she's from South Africa. She's passionate, she's confident, she's results driven, and those are just 3 words out of thousands that is used to describe Esme. She's a coach, basically, that teaches all the other coaches how to be confident in what they do. Welcome to Sherrie Dixon show, Esme.
Thank you.
Tell me, did I say that right?
Oh, yes, you did. You described it very, very, very well. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, because I'm rubbish when it comes to getting the accents right. It says that you went to, you come from, tell me a little bit about yourself first, your background, not what you do for a living.
What I do, I am from South Africa, really grew up and born in South Africa. Yeah. And it's been really an amazing journey growing up in South Africa. And then, after, lived there for a while and 5 years of university at University of Cape Town. And then straight after that, having majored and honours in drama at a university and performance diploma in speech and drama, I think that's where the real confidence building really came up in that time. Yes,
yeah.
Really going through 4 years of intensive training on building confidence was fantastic. And then after that, I traveled the world for 5 years, working on board cruise ships and hosting all the events on ships. So that's where really the test came to play, standing in front of a large audience, people from different cultures, 135 different cultures, and you have to really stand with a microphone and entertain them. So you really got to find what it is that can tick you, being on stage and really connecting with people in whatever you do. And, being in London and really did coaching and NLP and group coaching, facilitating, mentoring students, life coaches, and really engaging in coaching for therapists in helping them building confidence and building their therapy practice. So it's been really a fantastic journey.
Hey, what a journey. Hello, what a journey. I like but if you guys if you can't find it, I wouldn't understand why you can't, but if you've got Ustream, if you can see Esme, if you look into the cameras, you will see her there. She didn't know I was gonna do that, but the camera's right on her. And so but you're also a member of the National Black Women's Network, right?
Oh yes, yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
Why did you join that in particular?
Well, I joined that because I think really very excited to really connect and communicate with, black women out there, because I think the journey for black women really came from way back, that, that they find it really challenging in really being confident, in today with the challenges that we experience. Coming from South Africa, where I come from apartheid, black women were really at the lowest end of really being the oppressed, and I think that sort of paradigm we got born into as black women is really stopping us in those limiting beliefs in moving forward.
Yeah.
So it's been fantastic being part of, the National Women's, for black women, and really engaging in those limiting beliefs and, those paradigm, and changing that, and be the best confident you can be for yourself.
And I'm already feeling very confident by the power and the strength that is radiating from you. Growing up in South Africa, let's go back a little bit. I know you didn't stay there for much of your adulthood, but when did you leave? What age did you leave?
I think I started my traveling journey at the age of 22, 23.
So that's still old enough to have experienced the detriments of apartheid.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. What was it like growing up in South Africa at the time of apartheid?
Oh, wow. It was very, very challenging. And that was where the big question came to me since I was very little, in this paradigm that I got born into. As a person, I come from a family background who were very challenging experiences in my family. And plus, I was born into this paradigm to believe that I'm insignificant and I don't have a say. And, with the structures that was conformed in politics and social behavior and economics. And it was very, very tough, very challenging. And that my question really was like, what does life mean to me now in all of this going on? What am I going to do? Am I going to blame the situation and allow it to have an impact on me, and me not being allowed to change this around? So that really challenging experience has brought me to really go on a journey and answer the question to myself, who am I? What does this all mean to me now? Who do I want to be? How can I create my life? Biography does not equal destiny, and this is very important for folks to get out there, that you can change anything around. And that got me really to travel and invest in knowledge and really being so excited right now in sharing that sort of experience with others out there, especially with black women.
Yeah, because if I had gone through what you have gone through, I went to South Africa 3 times, and obviously it was really nice staying in the Hilton and staying in all the big hotels. And then I left to go on the journey that they take you around to see where Nelson Mandela was incarcerated for so long. But the worst bit for me was when I went to I'm trying to think which bit was the worst bit, because there's so many, but there was a place they took us to that was like a little shanty town, which was called Soweto. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And basically you go there and it's little houses, and for every 4 houses there was a toilet outside, which I must say all of it was so clean and so respectful. The people that when you went there, the kids were even respectful, more than when you're in a first world country. But I remembered coming out of looking at this woman who had just what we would call one square room, and then the other room had about 5 people in there, and basically they used a newspaper for their wallpaper, and she had one fridge and a coffee table and not much, just 2 chairs, but the house was clean and the 4 beds was clean, and and even when you went into the bedroom, all the 4 or 5 beds, whoever, I presume everybody slept in there, the fact is that it was clean. And she looked happy with what she had. And I came out of there crying, bawling, and I couldn't believe that they took us to this place afterwards, a restaurant where we had massive prawns, and there's this woman basically sitting there, and only one child was working, and that child is what provided for that whole family. And I just couldn't understand how people could live like that. But
yeah, that has been the journey and experience of many South Africans, are in still now in that same situation, and during challenging experiences in living, and big families. Yeah, Africa, we got big families. I mean, living in Europe, people have one or two, but Africa really got big families. And all of these challenging situations people have. And I come over to London, and people have so much more here. And during my first year of living here, I could not understand how people could complain and moan about what I have. I'm like, whoa. If you don't consider yourself healthy today, you'll never will. Even if you have 1 million, even if you have 10 million, if you cannot be grateful and bless and praise what you have right now, you're never going to attract more of that.
Exactly.
It's and you look at your situation, and you like thousands of years before then, people lived. They didn't even have indoor lighting. People didn't even have of what you are so blessed to have, a computer and iPhones and all of these things happening. And compared to how people used to live way back then, we are so wealthy, we are rich. Everything that's around you is abundance, and there's so much going on out there. And once you can look at it and consider yourself wealthy and be grateful of what you have, even how small it is, you will get more of it.
Well, and the thing is that I'm listening to you and I'm thinking about people who throw away, because I'm reflecting on that woman's house, right? And the fact that she was smiling, she was really happy with what she had, because life for her, the fact that she wasn't being beaten, the fact that she wasn't, being bastardized by the government and the whole mess that was going on in South Africa at the time, and she was happy. And then you come here and you can see people, if something's got a scratch, that they will chuck it away. They will chuck it away. If something is sort of looks cream, a little bit off-white, they chuck it away. It's what you call a throwaway society, and we have no more respect for things, things are nothing, and reflecting on how the poverty was for black people. But not all black people are suffering, right, over there. Some are doing pretty well.
Yes, a lot of black people have, become, and I've got the opportunity, to expand the level of awareness, including myself, and to gain a new perspective and really see things differently. But yet we have such a large percentage of black people in South Africa, who's still living, under the consequence of, what happened in the past with apartheid, who didn't get the opportunity to expand the level of awareness, to see something really bigger out of what's happening and really take control of change, the impact that experience had on us today, and it really takes a mental shift for you to do that, because when you're born in a paradigm, it's going to ask you to really change those beliefs that you were conditioned to believe since you were growing up as a person. It takes really a little bit of effort to challenge those limiting beliefs, and see beyond that, because really the mind is so powerful. It's not what your mind, what you can do, what your mind can